Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another episode of Shift and State. Today, we take the Roadster and we turn her back into a cafe racer. All right, family, so we're back here in the garage. I got my new banner hanging up over there, looking good. I got the wife's beautiful Honda Beast machine over there and my new baby. Anyway, so today, if you're new to the channel, this is my 2017 Harley Davidson Roadster XL 1200 CX bobber, but I'm turning it right back into a cafe racer as I originally had it, because if you've been watching the channel, I've been riding this thing bobbed out, and as beautiful as it looks bobbed out, kills my back. The seat, once again, it looks nice. It looks beautiful. I mean, Harley put a lot of detail into this seat. Brass rivets, nice lining, embossed logo. They did a great job. It looks beautiful. They missed out on comfort. I believe the Roadster was built and designed by Harley to be kind of pushed a little bit harder and thrown into the corners a little bit better, and just is a more aggressive Sportster. I have my 11-inch shocks on here right now. I'm going to be bringing them back to the 13-inch shocks that came on here that were stock. Got the cafe racer seat over there that's going to be going back on there. So it's just a couple of little changes that I did to the bike. Nothing major, nothing hard. And I'm out here on this nice cold night getting her done, because I do nothing but work, and I have a busy life. So we're going to get this started. Oh yeah, I put that on there tight. So family, how you been? Been good? Gotta ask, who liked the bobber look? Who prefers the cafe racer look? All I'm doing right now is just removing these shocks right here. So the aftermarket shocks, they actually came with these little spacers on here, because different Sportster models vary. So let's keep all that together. Now we're going to remove this top bolt here. All right. Like I said, it was fun riding it bobbed out. No, actually, it wasn't fun. It was a different kind of ride, and it was a little bit rougher. I definitely miss the cafe racer style that I had on here. It was a lot more fun to throw into the corners. Because I lowered the rear here, this would scrape a little bit quicker, and the pipes on the other side were also scraping, you know, just tilting the bike just a little bit into the corners. And when I had it set up as a cafe racer, I would just push this bike as hard as I can. I had it like riding right on the edge of the tire, and man, that is what this bike was built to do. All right, let's go ahead and get the other side off. I definitely put these bolts on a lot tighter than what I thought I did. Don't know my own strength, I guess. All right. Now that we have the aftermarket shocks off, those were, just in case anybody want to know, progressive 11-inch shocks. Just in case anybody want to know. Another issue I had when riding the Roadster bobbed out is, where was it hitting? It was hitting right here. This piece would get hit. So that wasn't good for the bike. And once again, I'll say it. This bike was just meant to be a cafe racer. That's it. That's it. I mean, that's what it's supposed to be, right? And that's probably why y'all are watching the channel. Shocks are off. Now I can raise the bike up to get up under here to remove this seat. Let that begin. This project here, as I've said in videos before, should only take me about, I don't know, probably like a 30-minute job. But I'll turn it into 45 minutes to an hour. Hiding out in the garage from the wife. What I'm doing at this moment is getting the bike high enough so I can get up under here to loosen. Let's see if I can show you guys. There's a bolt right up in there. I just gotta loosen that bolt. That's gonna take this seat and release it up. And then I gotta release this. This seat will come off. Put some new hardware in. The cafe racer seat goes on, going back to its beautiful stance. But I'm gonna raise it up a little bit more because I gotta get in there. You wanna make sure you get the bike up high enough for clearance so you can get a good socket in here and start removing this bolt. Once again, I guess I put this one on a little bit tighter than I thought. And folks, so you know, I'm using a 1/2-inch socket to remove that bolt. Now that that bolt is off, the seat freely moves up and down, and whoo-wee, I need to wash my bike. We got these 2 acorn nuts on here. We're gonna remove both of those, slide that out, remove the seat. Slide them out of place. Make sure not to lose any of your washers. The seat is removed. I'm going to show you guys real quick the difference between the stock seat bolt here and the bobber seat bolt. As you can see, the bobber one is just a little bit longer. This actually came in the kit, so if you actually end up ordering that bobber seat, God rest your soul, in your back. So I'm going to make sure, got all my pieces. So first thing I'm going to end up doing is making sure the tank here gets secured back in place. Now, as far as bolt placement goes with this, you can take this bolt and slide it in any direction you like. You could even take and shove this up your... Now, taking your 1/2-inch socket here, being careful not to hit the seat. That's something I would do. And your Allen wrench here. Tighten her back down, securing the tank back in place. And I probably over tighten that again too. And with that finished, find my little cap. Make sure not to lose your pieces, guys. Place that right on there. Tank is secure in place. More secure than this bike right now. She ain't going nowhere. Dad joke. Now what we're gonna do is move on to some final touches. This little doohickey here goes in to secure the seat in place. So we're gonna slide that all up in y'all like that, and then tighten her on down there. And once again, she ain't going nowhere. Secured down tightly. So now we'll be able to clip the seat right into here, into here. But first, let's get the shocks back on. One last thing before we put the suspension back on. We got these anchors right here that we need to install back into the fender so we can secure the seat when we are done. And it's that easy right there. Make sure you don't lose that. And I'm just gonna put it right there for the time being. And as I work on this bike, I really need to wash this thing. All right, guys, now it's time to put the suspension back in. Like I said before, these are 13-inch shocks compared to the 11-inch shocks that I had on there. And now we're just gonna put it back on. All right, so when installing these back on, keep in mind that, see the bolts for this, the thread pattern, compared to the thread pattern down here. These go on the bottom. This is for the top. So go ahead, slide those on, get them started. I always just get them started, get them snug. And I'm probably gonna have to light the bike down just a little bit so I can get them hooked to the bottom here. If you snug it just right, you can get it to where it's in the position where you need it, so you can kind of line the wheel back up. So now as I let it down, holding the bike as I do so, because I didn't strap her down. Lay me down where you wanna be, turn around. Anyways, all right, once you have it nice and lined up, go ahead, tighten this side down. The torque specs on this is about, yeah, right there. Snug, or I guess I'll find out when I'm going down the road. Moving on to the other side. Now this side should be nice and lined up for me. Once again, long threaded side on top. Tighten her down in place, snugging her ever so gently. Do y'all like me doing these little, I ain't gonna call them a how-to, but a little time in the garage, or do you just prefer me to stay behind the bars and rambling as I do? And, okay, snug. All right, once we have this bolt up in here, so keep in mind, guys, that this bolt right here actually secures the bottom end of this shock and the rear belt guard back here. And also keep in mind, while you're doing stuff like this, take the time, check your belts, cracks, wear, stuff like that, because it's better to check it here than on the road. Trust me. Not that I'm a certified mechanic or not. And torque specs. Torque. Yes. Click, click. Well, guys, I gotta say, I'm a little sad. We're coming to the end of the show. Now I'm gonna go ahead and let the bike come down under its own weight, and or close to its own weight because I don't have it strapped down. So I'm just gonna bring her down, clearing these shocks out the way. And when you have extra parts like this for your shocks, or aftermarket shocks at least, get some zip ties, zip tie them to these parts so you do not lose them, because you never know. I might want to put these up for sale or use them later on another build. Like I said, for the Roadster, it needs to be a cafe racer. If I got like an Iron 83 or something like that, I would definitely bob it out. I think I love the look of a bobbed out Sportster. I do. For the final ending touch, guys, drum roll. With the turning of this screw, I should complete the transformation. Oh. And that's it, guys. I'm sure y'all want me to step back and take a look at her, because I'm sure you've seen her like this before, but here she is. She changed a little bit. So, seats back on, shocks back in place. I kind of missed her. What do you guys think? Do you like her better looking bobbed out or cafe racer? Like I said, she is built to be a cafe racer. She's got the bars and everything set up for it. The body lines, I definitely like the bobber, but this is her. This is my bike. This is Liberty. I don't know if I ever told y'all the name before, but let me introduce you. Liberty family, Liberty, Liberty family. I apologize, guys, if this video ran long, or if I sound like a lunatic while I'm working on this, but like I said before in many other videos, I work a full-time job, run a business with my wife, doing dad duties, husband duties, honey-do list, yada, 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 yada. I run on minimum amounts of sleep, and sometimes it gets to me, but thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, spending the time in the garage with me on this cold night. Tomorrow, I'm probably going to pull this bad boy out, go for a ride, or maybe not, because I am spoiled on you. I love you. I do. And the wife. Guys, next video you see, me and the wife, we're going to go on a little ride. She has definitely gotten better, and she's getting even closer to taking her riding course at Colonial Harley Davidson. And she's getting faster. She's getting better handling this bike over here, this mean machine. And I'm proud of her. I really am. She's made me very proud of her. And I tell you, motorcycles can definitely bring a relationship together, or you can tear it apart if you're the only one riding. But when you have a husband and wife riding together, it really is good quality time, and I'll show you that in next week's video. So thank you guys for watching. I love y'all all. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, because I post lots of pictures because I like photography. That's what I do. And I'm rambling because I'm tired. But guys, I love you. And I hope none of y'all are hanging that helmet up yet just because it's getting cold outside, because on this channel we ride all year long. I love y'all. I'm out.